Okay, so my name is Thierry Ambrose. I'm from Guadeloupe, a small Caribbean. I play football for Cave Houston in Belgium. It's my 8 years I'm being professional as a footballer, and that's it. Yeah. And
Okay.
you?
Well, I'm Alfred Ntiemo, 34 years of age. I was born and raised in Germany, originally from Ghana. I am a strength and conditioning coach, ongoing head coach. Been working in the field of sports and fitness for about 7 or 8 years now. Was last at Ostende with you
Mhm.
together. That's where we met.
Exactly,
So yeah, now we're here.
exactly.
Uh,
So my first question is, what's your first impression
uh,
when you meet me?
That's actually funny. I was looking at you and I was just like, this guy reminds me of a former player that I trained before, Nathan De Medina.
Mm-hmm.
He plays in Germany right now. You guys have a similar style, the way you guys walk and talk. And I find you interesting
Mm-hmm.
because you said one thing at the very beginning when I'd ask you. I was like, you don't talk much. You remember? I said, you don't talk much. Why is that? And you were just like, I didn't came to talk. I came to work. That was so funny. I liked it because I liked the mentality and the attitude, you know? So I respected that. Whether it is true or not.
But 2 weeks after,
2 weeks after it changed.
you talk a lot.
But this is what I liked about you. So I was just like, all right, man. Well, let me see what he's about. Seems like an interesting guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was your first impression about me?
My first, I was about to sign my contract with
Mhm.
the president, and I'm a lazy guy, and the president told me we have a physical what is it?
Coach.
Coach is gonna kill you. I say, are you sure? And you came in the room. I look at you and say, okay, okay, I'm finished. And do you remember what you said to me? We're gonna put some good work with you.
Right.
Are you ready to work? And I said, I am. And yeah, I had a good first impression. It was nice. And we're here now.
No, it's true. That's dope. That's interesting. So we're here now. We're actually in Marrakesh, North Africa, having an off-season training session. Very interesting. This is something that I was always thinking about doing when I started. I had it all mapped out, planned out, even with 0 players. But it happened. We're here now, and I appreciate that. It's dope. So, how did we get here? Like, what inspired you to ask me, all right, man, I want to do some work with you outside of the actual work that we're doing? What was the moment for you?
It was during the season. Like you know, I'm not the guy who is gonna go in the gym,
Right.
who is gonna try to be a better player, and you always try with some words like, I think, Cherry, if you go in the gym, you can be a better player, you can be faster, you can be stronger. Every day I try to listen to you, and I think the best month for me, it was to be only with you, to do something only with you, to work with you. And remember when I asked you and I said, I think we need to go in somewhere just to have some work, and you tell me, it's good to talk, but now we have to put the work on the...
Yes, the mouth where the money is at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and ask you, you said, I'm ready for everything. And now I'm really happy because we are doing some good things together.
Yeah.
And it's the beginning, so...
Right.
And you, what do you think when I ask you? You said, do you think it's gonna... Because I know a lot of players ask him this a lot. We're gonna do this. And it finally happened, so...
I mean, so like you said, there were a bunch of players who said that before. So I just wanted to see if you're for real about it, you know? Because to me, I'm always about, like, work is one thing that you guys need to know. I like to work when it comes to sport fields, you know? I like to get players better because it's my passion. So I wanted to see if it's for real. And once it came for real, I was just like, all right, good. Now I can implement everything. And you stick to your man of your word. So yeah, it's dope.
And to follow with this, after the pre-season we did it.
Right.
For me, it was the first time in 8 years or 7 years I've been pro, and you saw what happened. I went with the national team. I was fit. Everybody told me, "What did you eat? Where did you work? With who?" I was fresh. I was running more than everybody.
Right. Okay. So not to cut you off, but to track back on how we got there. So we did our first training camp session in the summer.
Mm.
We spent 5 days together, and in those 5 days, I think we had about 6 or 8 training sessions. Very intensive. We were tired, but it was good. And then you came back. We called up for national team first before you went back to the club. Start from there. How was it in the national team? How did you feel after the first time we trained together off season?
So, like I said first, there were some players they was not fit because they was coming back from holidays, and you know, as a when you play football, you have only 1 month really, or you can rest. Is in June, and most of players, what they're gonna do, they just rest.
Relax.
Not the best player, but
Yeah,
you know what
of
I mean.
course, yeah. Just
So
out to have fun.
exactly, out to have fun. The season was long. Now you want to rest. And me, when I was in the national team, and I see some players, they was tired about 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and me, I was fresh. I was running everywhere. I was fit. I was stronger. And it was just the work we did, for sure. I was feeling so good.
It's good, man. It's good. This speaks for itself, man.
Exactly.
Because I think in those games you had 3 games with the national team. You scored
Yeah.
4 goals.
Yeah.
And then you came towards the end, had finished the second leg of the season, and you were able to get better stats out there. And now into this first leg of this season, it's actually new numbers. You were
Exactly.
like number 1 with the dribblings. You are giving assists.
Duels, I'm the guy who won the more duels.
Right, you see the most
And
in the duels.
like you said, in the league, I think I'm in top 3 who win the more duels, and I think it's the work we did.
Right,
I'm stronger. I wish you was with me every day.
right.
I think I will be a better player, because it's not easy to push a player. You have to, you know what I mean.
Well, of course, you have to find the right words.
You have to find the
You have to be okay, like fine-tuning.
exactly. You have to be a good connection between the coach and the players.
Exactly.
You cannot. Me, I know 100%. I cannot do this with different physical coach.
Right. So since we're there, it didn't just start, like out of nowhere. You were just like, okay, let's go. It started in your mind first before you were able to get some of those numbers up, your stats up, like records breaking now and stuff like that. So what was your mental state at? What was the moment for you, and how did it shift for you to be like, okay, I need to get to work with this guy? Because, everybody can just say that, but to actually implement from your mind into action, there's a different level of execution.
I think it's just how you see the life. When I speak to you, you are someone who is really like calm, and you always try to push the player to the maximum, not at 80%, really to the maximum. And what I really like with you is you are an honest person. It's nothing about this, but if I play shit, he's gonna come to me. He's gonna say, "Today wasn't a good day, my friend." And it's not only about how you do your job, it's as well the person you are. You are someone who is really honest. And in this world now, it's hard to find some people, especially when you play football, when you have followers, you have everybody who is behind you. Oh, you are good, you are beautiful. Right. It's hard now to find someone who's going to say to you, "Today you play shit, my friend."
It's true.
So it was not only about the person, like your good physical work. It was more about the person.
Yes, so I appreciate that.
Yeah,
really. I think in the sports of field or in this industry, you get told a lot of things, and not everybody has the right intention. So you hear a lot, but not everybody is actually following through with it. So at some point, you just get tired
Mm-hmm.
because I've heard coaches or players telling me, "Yes, you do a great job. You are amazing. You are this and that. You do good stuff." But at the end of the day, not everybody is really about what they're saying, and then oftentimes you find yourself in a position where you're just like, okay, where's the return of investment,
Mm-hmm.
basically, in what you've put in, And so, with me seeing that and knowing that, I was just like, I just need to make it different. I need to be sure that I am a man of my word, and as a man, you only have your word. So
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, man.
Me, I have one question.
Yeah.
So, you always told me you have so many qualities, but you are so lazy. So, it's really how you say in French, you say contradictoire.
Yeah, contradictory.
Because you said, I have a lot of quality, but in your job, I'm doing nothing in the gym. So, my question is, what was in your mind when I asked you, we have to go in holidays together? And I hate doing the things in the gym.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a good question. I think the first thing that I thought about was I need to make sure that the work I'm doing is going to pay off, and I have to prove it to him with doing the work. It's easy for me to just say, "Oh yeah, I'm a coach. Come, let's go train together." You have the nice lifestyle. You're a professional player. You have the blue check mark on Instagram, which everybody wants and die for. Looks good on paper. I'm traveling and stuff like that, but to me, it doesn't matter. I don't care about it. I see you as a human being. I don't see you as the superstar, whatever. People from the outside may do it, but if I would do it, it wouldn't benefit you and it wouldn't benefit me, So, to me, I respect you for who you are, not for what you do. But I know that with me seeing the qualities, I have to find a way to get it out of you. And that would need for me to make you uncomfortable in training, to push you, and to be a little bit more tougher and tell you how it is so that you can see, okay, if you put in this work and that the reward will come out of it, you will see like, oh, snap, I am getting stronger and I can fend off players and are able to win duels, That was the only way for me to make sure that, first of all, you can come again, Second of all, for you to benefit and for your career to take off, because if you have success, I'm going to be successful as well, So that was my main goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
The next question would be for me, how satisfied are you with your current season and why?
With this season now?
Yes.
I'm really happy because I'm playing every game. I start every game. My statistics with the goals and assists, they are not the best. But my statistic, like in the duels, like you said before, in dribbling, I run more, I'm more stronger, I'm more everything. I'm more a complete player. So me now is not only about goals and assists and stuff. It's more about how I am as a player. If I feel like I am a better player. So I feel like I just progress a little bit more in my weakness.
Right.
And yeah, I'm quite happy.
Nice. That's good. That's good to hear.
And you?
Trying to understand football better, I can level up one more higher with doing new educations. Not just me making you guys stronger, faster, and whatever. I can understand, okay, a striker has to be able to fend off the defender and hold the ball. These are coordination games that I can put into and implement. We can do stuff on the field, much more intense and much more better drills, I know how a left back needs to be able to fend off the winger and push him to the outside so that he cannot come on inside in order to score a goal or make a cross. These are the things, the small details that you wouldn't necessarily think about. But when you understand the game, as much as I understand already fitness, that will transition the whole thing that we're doing or that I'm doing into a different type of level. So we're here. We're doing it for the off seasons, So another leg is coming up. We did another great 5 days. So it's good.
Yeah, I have one question.
Right.
who inspire you the most out of football?
Out of football, anybody you mean?
Anybody.
Training wise, or just in
Anybody,
general?
like, just like, you know.
Okay. So growing up, my biggest inspiration was Mike Tyson.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, yeah. Once I don't know. I think when I was 5, I used to watch him fight and stuff like that, and then I would imitate. So my dad and my friends, the friends from my dad, they would always call me Mike Tyson. Yeah, because I always wanted to box and fight, and I did boxing a little bit for like about 3 years. But Mike Tyson was a beast, you know. Like when he was in the ring, he would step in and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy in 3 rounds, 2 rounds, and then boom, knockout, you on the floor." And his mentality and drive and hunger was just at a different level. Although I was young and I didn't understood it, but I could see that this guy had some fire in his eyes, you know, and wanted to do something and use his given skills. So he was one of a big inspiration. Apart from sport worlds, music-wise, Michael Jackson. When I was young, I think every kid tried to dance like him, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, those are the few people. It's mainly entertainment. Have also other people like Nelson Mandela, more political side, where they're fighting for humanity, you know, making sure that everybody's treated the right way, equality and everything else. So those are the few people that I can say that have had an impact in myself, where I was just like, all right, man, I want to do something and I want to leave something behind. I don't just want to die and people be like, oh yeah, Alfred was a nice person. I want to die and people be like, shit, but appreciate you for everything you did, man, and we'll remember you.
Nice, nice. And I have one more question.
Yeah.
What is the connection with the lion?
Good question.
Because you have to, he love this animal. It's good. Eh? He love this animal, so everybody is calling him the lion, the lion, the lion. So yeah, just my question: what is the connection with the lion?
Okay, trying to keep it short, not to make it too long.
We have time.
You have time?
We have time.
Okay. So I write a lot. I started writing poetry when I was 14. I just read a lot of books. And at some point when I was doing some poetry and stuff, I felt like, you know what, man, the nickname, the lion, it suits me. Because to me, a lion is king of the jungle. You know, he's a huge stature, a leader. You know, people fear him not just because of the aggressivity, but because of the power that he has within himself, you know. And I just always felt like I trained like one. When I'm in the gym, I zen out. I'm a complete different person. I go as hard as possible, and I try to push myself every single day, you know. In every session, I try to do something that will level up my skill in the fitness world. So mental wise, it helped me a lot. Helped me a lot to be stronger. It helped me a lot to be more sharper and understanding of myself. Yeah, and then on top of that, I was born in August. You know, I don't believe in horoscope and stuff like that, but it's Leo. It's my sign. And yeah, that was mainly it. So after a while, I decided to just use that name and incorporate it into my brand. That's how the name The Lion got birthed. One major thing that I forgot, I'm a firm believer. So in the Bible, they reference Jesus as the roaring lion of the tribe of Judah. Yeah, so I was just like, okay, he's the lion and the lamb, so I'm gonna go with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man, this is the logo, by the way.
Nice, really nice.
No, that's how our business got birthed.
Okay. When are you gonna go to Ghana do some work with players? You think you would love to do this?
Yeah.
To do some stuff with some players, to spend time there, to work, to see where is your family, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. When I was in America, I was studying there, and I was running track and playing American football. So when I was running track, the coach, he was from Jamaica. And every time he went to Jamaica, he brought Jamaican runners to America on a scholarship. In Jamaica, there were maybe like good, but average, not very good, not like Usain Bolt level. But in America, they would kill everybody, you know? So when I saw that, I was just like, I want to do something similar to that at some point, that I go to Ghana and then look out for good talent, coach them, train with them, give them my expertise, what I learned from like the Western world, and then bring it over and help them in order to be able to use their given skills and then come over and maybe get education, get a good team, you know, and come out of like, if it's poverty, to come out of poverty. If they want to help their family, to help their family. If they want to achieve the goals, to achieve the goals. So I do not know yet when that's going to happen, but it's been a long life desire of mine. So eventually, for sure, I'm going to do it. I think we could also just do the next session in Ghana.
Yeah, it would be good.
You know, and then we can just look up some people up there. We can look up places up there.
Yeah, for sure.
And then start with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely
for sure.
love to do that.
And Alfred,
Yeah.
when did you start to think I will be a physical coach? Which age, like, okay, now is going to be my job. I want to help people to be better.
To be honest, it didn't came until I turned like 25 or something. I think when I was 25.
My age, okay.
Yeah. When I was in America at the first, I wanted to go to the NFL. I wanted to go so hard. I dreamed about it. I thought I'm going to make it. But it was just not good enough. But you have to be honest. You got to say what it is, man. It's no chance. So when I came back to Germany, in my mind, I was still thinking I'll go back. So I was training, you know. And every time I trained, I had football players that were like 4th division or youth that wanted to train with me. And they were just like, man, we need this. We don't have this. It's nice, you know. And I always heard people say that, but in my mind I was just like, no, I don't care about this. I want to do it for my own, you know, I do it for me. But at some point, if people and a friend of mine were telling me like, yo, every time you train, it's not just you. You have 3 people coming, 10 people coming, 6 people coming, you know. And it was also already in America when I would go jogging. After a while, I look back, it's like 10 people that jog with me, you know. And then they were just like, maybe you should start looking into coaching and helping people to become better in shape and stuff, you know. So that's how it came about it. And I was just like, all right, man, let me do it. And let me help football players, because I feel like I didn't get the full help that I could have gotten. So I was just like, let me give the players what I didn't get and see where it will lead to.
And how did you get to football teams?
Through good work.
Good work.
Good work. Okay. So, yeah, good work, to be honest. It was the work that it spoke for itself. So when I was in Hamburg and I was doing my own business and starting coaching and training people, first I had like normal people and women, and then some men came as well. And my target first was actually to just train athletes and women, because they're more kin to ask for help. And, you know, men are just like, why do I need you? You know?
For sure.
Yeah. But as I started, it turned. I had more men and few women, and then I had my first few players. The first few players that came in. And it was at first difficult, because sometimes they did not want to pay, or they didn't see the value in it, you know, so you had to convince, and with time it became better. And then after 4 years, it was so good that in Germany, a famous coach called Bernd Hollerbach, who heard about me and then called me one day, and he was just like, yeah, I heard about you. I got an opportunity. I'm going to Belgium and I need a fitness coach. Are you interested? So I was just like, yeah, let me just see what this is about. We met. 2 weeks later, I was in Belgium. Yeah, in Moucron.
Crazy.
Yeah, I had time to decide for 14 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the name of the guy who...
Bernd Hollerbach.
He pushed you a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. He opened the first door.
He opened the first... Yeah, but your talent told for...
Yeah, of course.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, man, how did you came? Like, did you always want to be a football player?
Yeah, always.
Yeah?
First, my name is Thierry. And I think you know
Henry.
what's coming.
Thierry
Henry is from Guadeloupe. He's striker. When I grew up, I was watching Arsenal every game. I wanted to be like him. You know how we score with, you know?
Yes.
I was watching all his games. And you know, when you're young, you look at someone, you don't want to be like him, but you said, I want to make it. I want to score, and I want to hear the fans sing my name.
Right.
Yeah, that's watching TV with my brothers and play football with my brothers. That's how I get to football.
Okay, but one thing that's very interesting and incredible about your story, you played at one of the best clubs,
Yeah.
Manchester City.
Yes.
And to be honest, they're still talking about you, saying that you were one of the most talented players that had ever been at this club. Talk about that.
So I was at Auxerre in France. I was there. I was 15 or 16, and it was funny because my brother, he said to me, listen to me, you're gonna play on the 19. I said, I was 15. I said, on the 19. They are 19, brother. I don't think I have the level. Because me, I was really humble at this time. And he said to me, trust me, if you play there, you will score. I go on the 19, I score. My brother, he go speak to the president of Auxerre at this time. He said, my brother can play with the reserve. The reserve, they are 20, 23, they are all age. The president said, it's maybe too young. I play with the reserve, I score, first game. So the president start to say, whoa, okay, I think we have a good talent now.
Right.
The club start to come. It's normal, I'm 15, I'm playing with the reserve.
Right.
So my brother said at this time, he can play with the first team.
Okay.
And me, I was in the meeting with the president. I'm 15. I was like, oh, brother, easy. 19 reserve. I don't think I will score with the first team.
Right.
And that was the problem. The president at this time, he said, he's too young, blah, blah, blah. And how life is crazy. The day after, I received a call of Manchester City.
Huh.
The day after, and they said, we want him. We want to sign him. They come to my small village in Sens. They knock at the door of my parents. They say, we want to sign Thierry Ambrose. Just come and watch. Don't sign anything. Come 1 week and you look. So we take the flight. We went to England. It was the first time for my family, my brothers.
Nice.
You look the stadium, boom.
Your eyes get big, yeah.
You look everything, bam, bam. So... But it was not only people at this time who was thinking, oh, you go there only for the money. And at this time, I wanted to play with crazy player who was playing on FIFA.
Right. Who was there at that time?
Aguero, Yaya Touré.
Oh, crazy names, man.
For me, one of the best players at this time.
Right.
So the first day, first minute, I look everything. I say, when we gonna sign now? When? So I stand straight and... that was for me the best thing in my life.
Right. Can imagine,
because all your family, they are safe, you know, and it was one of the best feeling of my time.
Nice, that's amazing. So now you're at City. You're 15 years old.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. You have the players in front of you that you saw playing FIFA with and stuff like that. How was it? Were you nervous? And like as time progressed, what were the 3 key things that you got from those players that you could learn and implement into your game and maybe also into life?
So when I get to there, for me it was hard, English. I couldn't speak nothing, you know. So I was living with my brothers at this time. But to be honest, it was hard. You know, you have no friends.
Yeah.
You can't speak English. The first few weeks, we get robbed in the house, so the feeling is shit, you know. I was like, I want to come back.
Right.
Okay, you have money. Okay, your family is safe. Okay, football is nice, but when you get home, you have no friends. You have no friends. You are not happy, but we have to make sacrifice.
Right.
You have to make sacrifice.
That's a good point.
You know, I'm not here to play with my friends at this time. That's not my. I'm not here to play FIFA anymore. I want to be with them on the pitch.
Yeah.
So you put your mind and you say, okay.
So that means you were very early mature.
Yeah.
Because a lot of 15-year-olds wouldn't even think like that.
Exactly. So you, like you said, you need to put the work. Because when you go on the change room and you're 16 and you see Yaya Touré, Aguero, and you're with your you know, you say, okay, Now I need to show them I have
Right.
qualities. So what I learned is you have to work more than the other.
Right.
You have to come in time, discipline.
Okay.
For me, it's really important to, everywhere you go, you need to try to take the cultures, like
Right.
the language.
Right.
I take maybe 5 months to learn English,
Right.
fast as possible. Yeah, for me, and the work and the cultures,
Mm.
for me, that was really important.
That's good.
So yeah,
That's good. That's good. Not bad. At 15 to have that
Yeah.
mindset is huge.
yeah, man.
It's a good opportunity. So that means opportunities come when you're ready, and you
Exactly.
were ready at 15 already.
I was ready, yeah.
It's something that people can take with them. You
Mm.
know, opportunities don't meet you when you're not ready.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. And so I make a crazy season, best player of the academy.
Yes.
Everything was perfect. I go with the first team. I was
Mhm.
16, 17. And you know, when everything is good, something must come and
Strike you down.
and boom, kill